Hi again then guys, and so we've got another GranTurismo 6 top speed tune set up for you today, and this time it's for the Hyundai HCD-6 concept. So you want your racing soft tyres as usual. For suspension we've lowered the ride height to 100 front and rear, springs we've set to 625 and 650, dampers to 4, anti-roll to 5, camber on 2 and neutral toe of course as usual. For the gearbox we've got an auto setting of 230. Then I haven't adjusted any of the individual gears on this one, and we've got a final drive of 4.1. For the diff, lowest initial torque, highest acceleration, and lowest braking as usual. All the power upgrades of course, and although I haven't fitted it, I would of course recommend NOS, and obviously you want the full weight loss package. Traction control is turned off as usual. And so this isn't the most powerful of concept cars or the most powerful of sports cars on the game, but it does actually have really strong performance for its power and for its PP. As you will have seen, it's just under 500 PP, and at that level it's actually a really good little car. It's kind of quirky to look at, makes a pretty decent track car as well. Obviously it's a non-premium vehicle, so you don't get the fully detailed interior, which is a shame, but so are many other cars. As far as actual performance, it cruises at around 214, 215 under its own power. So, like I said, for its power, it actually has a really good top speed. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend, of course, putting it up against supercars, but if you were to put it up against, say, some of the other lower level concepts, like the Infinity concept, some of the other Hyundais perhaps, or some lower level coupes or hot hatches that you don't generally use in higher classes of racing, so stuff like Renault Megane Sport, Ford Focus ST, that kind of thing, it's a pretty competitive car at that level against those vehicles. Now granted, not many people race those kind of levels, but for those who are looking to, this car is very good for that. Because if you think about it, cars like the Megane or the Focus ST, they're running close to 500 horsepower, and they're not that much quicker than this car, which is only running 350-ish. So the performance on this model is very strong for its power. And as I said, it's a very good track car as well, which isn't too surprising because of the low weight, and although it's got enough power to be fast, it doesn't have so much that you're constantly fighting against it around corners. So if you're looking for a decent lower powered track car, this is actually an interesting and competitive alternative to some of the more mainstream obvious models. As far as draft potential, you do have a little bit on this one. You should be able to probably draft it up around maybe 230, possibly a little bit more, but not much more than that. So if you do need it to go faster than that, of course you'll want to extend the final drive a little bit more as always. But overall it's actually a really good little performance car, and a relatively underappreciated one as well. So I'd recommend trying this car out if you get the chance, and if you decide to use this tune, obviously I hope you find it helpful and of course competitive. And if you're new to the channel or just found this helpful in general, feel free to subscribe. I put out new top speed tunes like this every day and various other tunes in the week. And as always, thanks for watching.